Hi there, I'm Susan Escobar and I will be your course instructor this semester, and I wanted to go over today everything that you're going to need to be successful in this course. Obviously not learning wise and objective wise, but just the tools that you're going to need. The purpose of this course is to give you the job skills that you're going to need, the technical job skills. Now you're learning about communication and what to say to your audience throughout all of your other courses. But this course will cover the technical skills to get the information that you're generating out on the internet and disseminated to your audience. Additionally, we're going to look at a bit of user experience, so analyzing who your audience is and how to organize your information for the internet. So that is what we're going to cover. So I want to first go ahead and walk you through the way my courses function. So once you open up your course, all of your information is going to be in these modules over here. And you can see here that in your modules you have one that says Start Here, so obviously that is going to be your Start Here module for the week. And every week I will have a video like this one that kind of walks you through everything, helps you make sense. I do want you to go ahead and take a look at the syllabus. And the most important thing on the syllabus is going to be how to contact me. You can text me at this phone number. That is going to be the fastest way to get a very quick response. I will be using remind.com also. However, this is going to be the most direct way. Please make sure to tell me what your name is and what class you are in, because I do teach several classes, so I just want to be able to give you the most accurate information. I, at the time of this recording, did not have my Texas A&M San Antonio email address, so right here is my Alamo College's email address. Hopefully I will at some point in time soon have a Texas A&M, and I will replace this on your syllabus. Additionally, we can set up communication through Skype. Now the joy of Skype is that we can do a screen share for free, and I can actually see and talk to you and see what it is that you are working on. And I can directly help you with your projects, even if you are sitting at home in your pajamas and I'm sitting at home in mine. So I will find times to make this work with you. And this is a way to contact me. This is my username, so you can go ahead and send me a friend request. I love doing that kind of thing. Never feel like you're imposing or taking up my time, or that I don't want to talk to my students, because I definitely want to talk to my students all the time. So my office hours are going to be generally in the evenings. I'm also fairly free on Thursdays and usually Fridays. If you are the kind of person that really every once in a while needs to meet your teacher face to face, I am not above meeting at a Starbucks. My closest Starbucks is going to be at 410 and 151. So I am happy to meet at Starbucks on occasion if you really want to sit down with me with an internet connection and go over your issues in the course. Okay, your learning objectives and things, you kind of go over what this is as it goes by. But I do want you to go through the syllabus. I'm not going to walk you through step by step the syllabus, because I think that you are quite capable of reading it. This schedule here is really just kind of an outline. I may tweak things a little bit as we go. But this is the most recent. Please watch even though these are set up by modules by weeks, please watch the calendars. I will make every effort to try to get assignments on the calendar with the due dates, so they're working and showing up in Blackboard the way that we need them to. Another thing that you need to know is that we will be using in this course, I will be using Adobe Dreamweaver to demonstrate. I am more of a coder myself, so I'll be using Dreamweaver in code. However, you're welcome to use any of the Dreamweaver tools that you want. And I will be using that to demonstrate. Dreamweaver is available for you in your college department. You can also get a subscription if you go to adobe.com, go down here to Creative Cloud, and go to Students. You're not going to get better pricing anywhere else besides Adobe. And generally at the beginning of the semester, it's $19.99 a month or $2.19 a year. You can't buy it. If you buy it, try to buy it month by month, they do sell it, but it's like $70. So your best bet really is to buy it by the year, and then you have it to play with and you have it for all your classes. And if you consider this your textbook for the class, your textbook expense, then it's totally worth it. You'll get a lot of use out of it. However, if $2.19, I know, I went through college and I lived on ramen noodles also. So if your other options again are to use it inside of or use it at the college, but Adobe Brackets is it's a freeware, open source, not freeware necessarily, but it's an open source HTML editor. And it is actually right now controlled by Adobe. So if you are going to be working at home and you want something and you don't want to have the expense of Adobe Dreamweaver and Adobe Cloud, this is an option. You will, however, need to do some other things with Adobe Photoshop. We will look at a little bit because we're going to talk about optimizing of web graphics. So, you're either going to need to be on college or have access to that. However, Photoshop is online at this point. There's like Photoshop.com, I think it is. I'm talking off my head. So you do have cheaper alternatives. However, if you can swing it at all, I do suggest that you have your own copy or your own subscription to Adobe Cloud. Again, you're going to need a good computer and a good internet connection to be successful in this course. Either that or you're going to be doing a lot of work on campus. Okay, our textbook is online. We're going to be using W3 Schools. The reason why I like W3 Schools is because this is created by the W3 Consortium, and they actually, if you think about who controls the web and who makes the rules, these are the people. They make the W3 Consortium sets the rules, sets the standards. So as far as having the most up-to-date, most reliable information, this is going to be what it is. So you are very welcome. You will not be purchasing a textbook for this class. But we will be going through here. We're going to go through HTML, all of these tutorials, and I will kind of tell you at the beginning of each module which ones I want you to read. But please be aware that they do change these regularly. This is updated constantly, so every once in a while, things may look a little bit different from the time that I record to the time that you actually look at it. But you should be able to figure out from the topics that I'm discussing in the course what it is you need to read. Okay, I want to show you how do you know what it is that I want you to read at any given moment. So if you go into the class and we go into the modules, please go through, by the way, this Start Here module. Let's take a look at this HTML one, and this is the first module that I want you to start on right away, right after you get done with that Start Here module. And if you look at the assignments and take a look at the rubric, the rubric is going to tell you everything that I want you to do in the assignment. So I'm going to make a video for each one of these rubrics, and you will be able to see what it is. I'll talk about what it is that I talk about. I will show you the very basic Lego building blocks of each one of these things. In all of my samples, I will give you the minimum, and I want you to consider like I was a kid giving you a lump of, in kindergarten I was giving you a clump of plastilina, of clay, and you are going to build something. So never turn in a sample that is exactly what I do, but we'll talk more about that later. So anyway, the way you do your assignments is you take a look at the rubric, and then either you zip it up or you do whatever I say, and that's pretty much how it's going to work. So in the module, you open it up, there should be a Start Here page. Mine's going to look a little bit different than yours. Obviously, I need to write some more on there. Mine looks a little bit different than yours because I am in the development site, so I can actually see things. But you click on it, you open it, you go. In addition to having the development, I don't know why I'm not using my cookie crumbs. I have cookie crumbs right across here that I'm not clicking. We're going to have some discussion boards that are going to have you go through, because the final project in this class is for you to create a website that you can use to go out and get a job. You are marketing yourself. But we are going to go through and create the user experience. Hopefully you've all heard of UX, UI, and UX. But we are going to go through and do some discussion boards, and they are all actually pretty self-exploratory. Since the marketing thing that you are selling is yourself, we have to go through and figure out what is your goal, what is your message, who is your audience, what is your audience looking for, and how can you serve your audience. So the discussion boards are basically going to flow along those lines. So each week, generally, you're going to have an assignment, and you will have a discussion board. Occasionally there's a quiz. There will generally be readings that are in the W3 schools. I will generally have a video inside of the modules like this where I walk you through everything or show you examples. And that should be enough. But if ever you feel like you're not getting enough information, feel free to get a hold of me. I am very, very happy to help my students. That's why I stay in this profession. So feel free to text me. I'm always around. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this semester. If you need any more help, I'm here. Please go through and do the Start Here module and then begin on your HTML1 module. Watch the due dates on the calendar and we are all set.